Hi, it's Linda Emsley here, and today I want to talk to you about this little thing, the Healy. So, I purchased this probably about 12 weeks ago, and there was such a huge demand for these things that the company was totally swamped. So, I ended up waiting 12 weeks to get this little thing. Um, and I based the decision of purchasing this on the fact that I have fibromyalgia. And the research that I did showed that the technology that this is derived from has been used with really outstanding success in Europe over the last 15 years, specifically for fibromyalgia, skeletal conditions, migraines, and some of the associated pathologies that go with these conditions, such as depression and anxiety. So, as someone who's lived with fibro for quite a while, when I heard about this, I just thought, is it too good to be true? And then the other thought was, what if it actually works and I choose not to buy it and I'm missing out on something that could really make a huge difference in my life? Now, I've been self managing fibro for many years using Reiki, meditation, body connection techniques. I have a support team around me of natural therapists that help me stay in balance. But I've found that I'm at a certain point where, yes, I'm functioning and doing everything I want to do, but my business and my life and my relationships are really held hostage to how fibro wants you to operate. It's almost like living with a different entity in your body that likes to dictate terms to you. And sometimes, on some days, it's just too hard to argue against those terms. So when Healy was introduced to me and that powerful what if resonated in my mind, I took a couple of nights, because that's when all my big decisions happen, it seems, at night time, which interrupts my sleep. That seemed to be where the decision making process was happening for me, and it was about what if. What if I could actually eliminate this entity, this fibromyalgia that's dictating the terms of my life, even though I've got a pretty good handle on it most of the time? So, what if I could just get rid of it completely? So, it was that combined with a really good price at the time and the fact that they offered a 2 week trial period with a money back guarantee. So, if you use it for 2 weeks and you don't like it, just send it back and they'll refund your money, no questions asked. I thought, well, that's a pretty good opportunity. I'm going to do it. I'm going to check it out, because the what if was way too powerful for me. So I've been working with this for a week now, and I'm definitely noticing some shift. Okay, so I'm working with the protocol that's recommended by the Healy Advisory Board, the medical advisory board that sits behind this and talks about the best way to apply each of the programs. So I've been steadily working my way through their recommendation for the last week, and I've definitely noticed little shifts, little changes. It's kind of like filtering through the layers and noticing the level of inflammation, that feeling of burning in my muscles is definitely changing. The quality of my sleep has improved, even though I still am wakeful. When I do get back to sleep, I go into really good quality sleep. So when I wake in the mornings, even though I feel tired, that really heavy blanket of fatigue that drags you down, that seems to be lifting. So I'm feeling merely tired instead of fatigued. I feel like I might actually be able to fill up that bucket and not be tired one day very soon. It's a wonderful feeling. So the three big things that I'm looking for. Hello, Roz. I've just seen that you have joined me, and I see you've got a Healy too, and it's been worth it for you. Well, I think that's what I'm discovering. Even though I'm dealing with something that I've had for a very long time and it's quite a pernicious beast, I feel shift happening. So, the three big things for me for me to make significant improvement on, to know that this was a really good investment, are fatigue, pain, and mood. They're the three biggies for me. So I'm already noticing a shift in my level of fatigue. It is slowly improving, and the quality of my sleep has improved. That's a big tick for me so far. Regarding my pain levels, like I said, it's kind of like a filtering through the levels of what my body is used to working with. And I'm noticing that the inflammation level, or that feeling of burn that I constantly have through my body, has eased back a little bit. Having said that, I am working with a knee injury and a shoulder injury that have caused me a bit of havoc this year, and I have used the local application for joint pain and have noticed significant improvement. I did have pain relief quite readily, and I could feel the muscles that have been holding, that pattern of safety and security, so you don't hurt your joints any further, could feel them relaxing and the joint being okay to not have that level of security around it. So there are shifts happening. In the last 3 days, I've actually moved into the part of the protocol that is looking at more systemic support. So looking at more deep application of support to organs such as the kidneys, the lungs, and the heart. And this is where I'm really feeling a shift happening. So as you're probably aware, when you step into a healing process, sometimes you feel worse before you feel better. And today I woke up feeling like shit. Excuse the language, but I did. I felt like shit. And I'm taking that as a good sign, because it's showing to me that I'm embarking on a bit of a detox process. And as a healer myself, I understand that sometimes when you step into a healing process, you got to dislodge some of the shit first. So a detox can happen. It's a mild detox process that I'm experiencing at the moment. So just feeling yucky, feeling a bit headachy, feeling a bit tired. You can hear in my voice it's a bit scratchy. And that, I think, describes how I feel today. I just feel scratchy and just not 100%. So for me, that's showing that there is shift happening in my body. And that I'm taking as a positive sign. So I'm going to keep working through the protocol that's been recommended for dealing with fibromyalgia, and keep working with intention with the applications of each program. And Roz, yes, you're saying taking the gentle approach and self-nurture is very important, and detox is often a part of really deep healing. So if you're thinking about healing, go in with your eyes open, do your research, do your due diligence, and if you're working with it, be accepting that part of the process is sometimes that you feel a little bit worse before you feel better. So I'm at the halfway point of my trial, and I'm noticing change. And for me, that indicates that this little device is doing something for me. The fact that I'm feeling improved quality of sleep is a really big bonus, and it's a great incentive for me to keep working with this. I'm Linda Emsley from Love Lali. If you have questions about Healy or questions about fibro, or you'd just like to connect, feel free to put questions in the comments or private message me. I'm more than happy to answer questions however they come, and to just share my experience more deeply if that's what you'd like to know more about. So I will be making this a regular feature. I will report in weekly, I think, on what my experience with Healy is and how things are changing for me. I'd be really honoured if you joined me on the journey, and if you would like to tune in next time I'm on, I'll look at scheduling this so that it gets easier to find. Roz, thank you so much for your company today. And it's wonderful to hear you've got a Healy too. I think all these like-minded people have particularly been drawn to the Healy because of that element of frequency and consciousness that it brings to the healing. I know certainly myself and Roz, we work in those areas, so it made a lot of sense. It's a really aligned thing to do. Okay, I've talked myself to a still point. Thank you for your attention, and I hope to connect with you soon to talk more about Healy and fibro. Bye for now.